What's poppin', ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Chatson, and today we're going to be looking at Lukie Games and comparing them to DKOldies. I've gotten a lot of suggestions to look at Lukie Games, people being like, oh, Lukie Games has a lot better prices than DKOldies, and I thought, hey, maybe they do, and maybe this is an actually good, reputable seller for online video games. I mean, because the idea of DKOldies is great. Refurbished systems with a warranty, basically a seller you can trust, but the only downfall is that they upcharge you like 300% for items. I don't want to spend $150 on Pokemon Red. It's not worth that. So today we're just going to be taking a look at Lukie Games and comparing it to DKOldies. So here we are on Lukie Games, and just by looking at these prices on the front page, I could say that they are better than DKOldies. Right here, this PlayStation 2 for $120 marked down from $150. That's kind of sus. These fictitious sales, I don't like at all. But still, $120 is like $100 less than what DKOldies is charging. Yeah, right here, PlayStation 2, the fat model for $220, or Lukie Games, $120. What the actual hell? What is... Okay, DKOldie enthusiasts, where's the argument now? Are you saying Lukie Games doesn't have overhead? Here's where the DKOldies money is coming from. Lukie Games only gives you free shipping when something is over $25. Everything on DKOldies has free shipping. Also, everything on DKOldies is over $25 though. You want ET for the Atari? That'll be $70. Oh my god, they actually have sold Atari ET for before. I mean, it was only $12. It's got 8 reviews. Who's reviewing this? Despite the Mandela effect connected to this one, it's a solid game. ET fucking sucks. No! Lukie Games! Come on! I thought you were actually going to be better than that. Okay, so the DKOldies Majoras Mask is $120. The Lukie Games Majoras Mask is like $113. And they have the hologram one more expensive than the standard one. The non-holographic one is the more rare one. Lukie Games, I thought you were the savior that we needed. Oh god, that is an awful price for fucking Majora's Mask. And it's got that fictitious sale of $140. While we're talking about fictitious sales, fictitious pricing is illegal. The FTC rules can be found in the Guides Against Deceptive Pricing, commonly known as the Guides. The Guides aim to protect the customers from deceptive pricing by requiring businesses to offer an item at a fair price for a reasonable period of time and in good faith before lowering the price to encourage sales. DKOldies, and I guess Lukie Games both, never are not on sale. That is fictitious pricing. Even fucking ET for the Atari 2600, which hasn't had a review since September of 2022, has a price cut. You're telling me it's been on sale and you don't even have it in stock? Literally illegal. Lukie Games is also, wrong for doing that. The Wind Waker for $100? No. Here's a review for the Wind Waker. 10 out of 10, great game. Yeah, but not a great price at all. This is game only for $100. Look, Lukie Games beat them. Game only, $53.99 versus $37.47. Lukie Games wins. Still an astronomically high price for a game-only copy of Metroid Prime. Yeah, so the average price for a complete copy is $45. On Lukie Games, it's $38, and on DKOldies, it's $53 for a loose copy. Just spring the extra money, go to eBay, and get a fucking complete copy. Dude, people were telling me that, like, Lukie Games has better prices than DKOldies. Why did they lie to me? Okay, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Let's look at this one. DKOldies beat them in a price. On a head-on-head price. DKOldies has a cheaper copy of Prime 2 than Lukie Games. That's a dubski for DKOldies. So an original Xbox on Lukie Games is either $190 for an Xbox with a generic controller or $240 for one that has like an OEM controller. I work at a game store, so I can tell you right now that an OEM original Xbox controller is not worth $50. If you come over here to DKOldies though, it's like almost $300. And this is just one compatible controller. This isn't even guaranteeing an OEM controller. So you could just get a generic controller with this thing. But I mean, as you can see here on price charting, it averages around $120. It's really not that expensive. The original Xbox is probably the cheapest retro console to collect for. $190 is more than I would want to pay, but that's only a $70 difference than the average. But this $240 for this one, that's just insane. What is their warranty policy? 90-day return policy. Okay. So it's 30 days less than DKOldies. Honestly, Lukie Games sucks too. At the store I work at, we sell original Xboxes with OEM controllers for $100. So now that I've compared Lukie Games to DKOldies, I can confidently say that Lukie Games sucks too. As someone that actually works in the retro video game industry, I can tell you that these prices are just bogus, and even with overhead, it's not going to cost you 300% increase. Like $240 for an original Xbox is insane, even with a 90-day return policy. If you go to a retro gaming store, the bare minimum is a 2-week return policy. Sure, it might break right outside the 14-day policy, but who's to say that your 90-day policy runs out and then you just have a $240 down the drain? I really don't know the market for DKOldies or Lukie Games other than uneducated people, or people too lazy to just go outside of their house and go to an actual store. I mean, I guess that's the appeal, sitting at your house and having the convenience of just sitting there and buying it. But everyone that said that Lukie Games has better prices than DKOldies, honestly, the prices are pretty comparable, and DKOldies has a 120-day return policy, which is pretty good, honestly. Lukie Games, in my opinion, kind of like objectively worse because some of their items are more expensive with a less warranty. Now, I would never buy from either, but to each their own, I guess. Well, this is the end of the video. If you like what you saw, drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Share it with a friend that might be interested with it, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.